I do not mean X with all my being. Welcome back to the JLB Podcast. My name is Joker.
My name is Needle.
I'm Swag.
And today on the podcast, we have someone who really needs no introduction. He is the former world record holder in Super Mario Brothers any percent, and he's still top 10 currently.
No.
No?
No.
No.
Joker's
That
just
PB was
friggin-
top 3.
Joker's just yelling.
What? I
bro.
swear at one point you had the world record.
No, Joker is just.
I'm
No,
talking
I've had
out
the
of my
record in
ass.
every other category except any percent.
You've had it in Warpless?
Dumb. You're so dumb, Joker.
Warpless is my thing.
That's like the GTAce
That's
thing.
bro's main thing.
It is your main thing. That's
Bro,
true.
Joker knows nothing. This guy's clueless.
I'm not clueless. I
Oh,
was mistaken. Who did I get you mixed up with? Because I know I'm not thinking of no one. Hold on.
First thinking of Nipsky.
Right now,
I'm not thinking of Nipsky.
No, that's fine. Oh, I have all the records right now. All right.
Yeah.
Bro's thinking of Cosmic. Wait, what's going on, bro?
I'm thinking of Cosmic. Honestly, GTAce does make content now, so I could see how. And you do look like Cosmic, kinda, except for the height. But
What?
People
Yeah,
say I
don't
sound
know.
like him, but I don't hear
They
it.
don't look
I
the
don't
same.
hear.
I've
I
seen
don't
them both
hear
in
or
I don't
see it.
hear
I
it.
certainly
I
don't see
I've
it.
seen them both
Kinda
in
see it.
person, and they do not look the same.
no.
Yeah, thank you.
I was so surprised
Thank
by how short Cosmic was, really. He's like
Bro.
5 foot.
Yeah.
You know
But-
we're still introducing
Not
our guest,
quite that
right?
short.
Really cool guy.
That is still happening.
Anyway, sorry. He's the former world record holder in Warpless on Super Mario Brothers. He also did you hold any percent for All Stars and any or Warpless for All Stars?
I've had every category except any percent.
That's
yes.
crazy,
Yeah.
including
Nice.
category extensions.
I've held most of them,
That's crazy.
but there's some categories that are just too stupid. Sorry, but
Well.
I don't care.
Damn.
But I've had like, I don't know, 20 or 30 of them. So
Wow, you are the GOAT, GTAce. But
yeah, that's what they call me.
Yeah.
Surely no one's better than me. And
Nah,
no
Mario
one's
won.
better.
Nope.
But
Not at all.
I feel like Nipsky is just no one will be better than him. Nipsky will probably get the first frame tie to TAS. No.
He's definitely the most likely to do it right now. But I don't know, tying the tasks even in current day just seems a little too
Outrageous.
a little too outrageous. Like, it's not that it's impossible, it's just you would have to dedicate a long ass grind at that. And I don't know.
It's crazy how close we're at even now.
Isn't
No,
it?
yeah,
Isn't it
it's
tied
22
into
frames off.
8-4?
22.
Yeah, it's tied to
Wow.
8-4.
That's crazy.
Dang.
There are 22 frames in 8-4. That's all it is.
All of it is just 8-4. That's wild.
Are there
Wow.
any frame rules in Warpless that it's off by?
Oh yeah, plenty. The problem with Warpless is it's a lot harder to like match the tasks and levels. Like, the sum of best versus record is almost 20 seconds.
Really?
But yeah, but Warpless, like, you'd have to do like a bunch of any percents essentially, and a lot of the Warpless task ties are harder than any percent. So
Yeah.
you will not be seeing that ever. But
Yeah.
I'm
Nah, I got
curious
you,
how
bro.
low it will go over time.
Nah, I think it's my time to step in.
Mm.
Honestly,
Yeah, I don't know about that, but...
is there someone that I guess hypothetically yes, but like say that a Suigi of Mario Bros, that would just be Nipsky.
I guess, yeah.
A new player comes in. Like how long someone who's never played Mario 1. How long do you think it would take for them to be as good as you?
Me?
Jerkhead.
I mean, depends how dedicated they are to.
Determined, Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
Because it
depends on the
feels like
dedication, but
in the last like 5 years of speedrunning, it's gone from like you just do runs to most of your time is now spent practicing. if you're playing the game, there's so many more practice tools than there used to be. So I can't imagine what that's
yeah,
like.
it's
for
definitely
Mario 1.
easier to get into nowadays.
Like in the
Um,
Darbian days, I'm sure it was harder to,
Yeah.
or if they were to start in the Darbian days, it would be harder to match him at that point.
Yes. Oh yeah. There was so much stuff we just didn't know back then.
But now there's so many tutorials and guides and setups that you can do.
There's a lot of information, but ironically, all of the tutorials people use are still like 6 years old.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, Mario 1 is the
But
closest.
someone here might be trying to change that, so
Really?
Wait, I think it's me.
Wait, Swag? You're
Yes.
gonna change?
That's
gonna-
exactly
I'm
what I
trying
meant.
to change it.
You're gonna write
Mhm.
all of the Mario 1 guides?
That's me.
I didn't know you were so knowledgeable.
Dude, I know everything.
Yeah, I always thought you were so stupid.
Alright,
But-
how many coins are in THI in Mario 64?
191.
Is that real?
Without looking it up.
He looked it up.
Okay, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe in this guy knows
No, there's
everything
no
about
way.
Mario 1.
There's no way. There's no way he would. he
Yeah,
would look up
THI and
everything,
Mario
so I
fucking
believe
1,
that.
man.
Yep, that's guy knows everyone.
Yeah, that is well in Mario 3 technically. But
Yeah, that's where the idea came from.
do you do like the Mario Hour?
I have a completed run of it. It's like an hour and 9 minutes though. I did it as like a follower goal or something
That's not an
years and
hour.
years ago. Yeah, no,
Bruh.
it's not.
You do it
had
then.
like a it had like a 19-minute 1 star, so you know, like I did well in everything else.
Oh yeah, one.
So Ouija
So,
could do
yeah,
the
one-
Mario Hour and do 16 star
That's-
and be about as fast as the record.
I would do Mario Hour, but I would have to learn I'd have to learn Lost Levels. I
Oh,
don't know if I'm
dude.
ready for that just yet.
Lost Levels isn't all too bad. It gets a
It's
bad
not
rap. It's
bad.
really not that hard. I think Mario 2 USA is harder to speedrun.
I
There's-
just don't. I don't know.
At
I
least
think the
starting
level,
out.
the level design of, because I've beaten Lost Levels. It's just the level design puts me off so much. I don't. I'm not a really big fan of it.
That's fair.
It's certainly not for the casual player.
No.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I
it's for
like a
super
good.
players, as they say.
Well, like, it's like I said, it's not difficult for me. It's just I don't like the level design. Like I know how to get past stuff like very easily in that game. It's just the level design just kind of blows a little bit.
I feel
That's-
like
No, I get it.
Lost Levels is just hard just because. It feels like they weren't trying to make it like it's a challenge, but you can still beat it. I feel like they were just trying to make it hard because why not? That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But for someone like
I do like.
I mean,
the
one
inclusion-
one one's supposed to be like 9-1 if you were in SMB one.
That
Like it
makes
was
sense.
like a direct continuation.
Mhm.
So
I think like my favorite thing, weirdly, it's like really ironic, but my favorite thing I think of that game is the poison mushroom. Like the design of it is actually
Mhm.
crazy.
that's true.
Like-
that was the game that
yeah,
introduced
just the
poison
mushroom, but brown,
Yeah, that's the first game that introduced
and
it.
then blue if you're underground.
Yeah.
Those color palettes.
Because they used the Goomba palette, so it
Yeah.
it looks
Mhm.
like an enemy you could probably jump on or something, and you just die instantly.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yep.
pretty cool.
Does
It's
it
a good
does
design.
it hurt you or does it kill you instantly?
It kills.
It
It counts as taking damage.
it counts as-
so if you're
Okay.
big, you go small. If you're small, you die.
yeah.
Okay. I wasn't aware. I thought in the first iteration of Lost Levels it just killed you, but then in later iterations it brought you down one power
Nah,
up.
it always just brought
Yeah,
you
no,
down.
no. It just counts as 1 hit of damage.
Yeah.
Did Lost Levels have a different power up or was it still just Fire Flower?
It was just Fire Flower. All the powers were the same.
Yeah, everything else is the same.
Dang. So we didn't actually
Poison mushroom was the only addition.
Yeah.
we didn't actually get a new power up until Mario 3 cuz Mario 2 was
Didn't-
just Doki Doki Panic.
Didn't Lost Levels also
Mhm.
introduce like the bouncing off enemies to get higher, like holding jump to bounce off enemies to get higher height? Didn't they?
It didn't.
Or was it the Lost Levels?
But
Or-
I know what you're coming from because what they did is they like changed the physics. So if you bounce higher than
Yeah.
you did in SMB one, but holding A doesn't affect it. It's
oh,
just
it
a
just
higher
that
bounce.
just happens. Oh,
That just happens. Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. I what I think is really funny is that the tag for being able to jump off an enemy is that you just have to be midair and you have to be falling down. So as long as you're falling down, if the enemy's above you, you can still jump off of it. That's
Mhm.
that's the whole how
Except in funny situations, well, you can be jumping up into an enemy and still bounce off of it. And that's how you do like super jumps in Lost Levels.
I remember.
Always a fun trick.
I remember
Lost
watching that. I think it was like
Levels
the
so
5-2 like progression video, and it was like
Mhm.
learning how they made upside down pipes, where it was just right side up pipes, but they just switched the order of the tile set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
really funny.
Which is why you can still go
You
and
can
you
go
can go
through.
down
Yeah,
any of them
I
and you
was-
clip inside. Yeah.
That's
I
so
was so
funny. I think
perplexed
it's
when I
smart.
saw them go into the pipe and just go
It's
down.
a smart thing because like, who realistically is gonna do that as a casual? Who's
No.
gonna just go down a
Yeah, no.
know.
Hey, I'm appreciative of it
Yeah.
because it gives us a really fun trick to do
Yeah,
in
true.
the speed run, and you can do it in like a bunch of different
I
levels.
find it so funny that they did that.
Yeah.
The way they did it.
Mario 1 is just a fun game to fuck around in, honestly.
The game perplexes me a lot. Like, I kind of appreciate games more on a developer side now. So like looking into how games work, Mario 1 and Lost Levels, like those games just they perplex me, just like 64 does. It's like such a crazy like, whoa, this is how this works. This is kind of cool.
Yeah. I feel like Mario 1 is the closest like speed game to being solved, because is there really anything else after frame tie to tasks that can happen?
Not
I don't
really.
think
I
so.
feel like it really is solved at this point.
That game's been
Like we just know everything.
looked at
least in any
inside and
percent.
out. And
Like the task hasn't been improved in like decades, and yeah,
People
the
are
humans have
still
tied the RTA rules
wow.
information as far as we know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really think any percentage is solved at this point.
Mario is such a crazy speed game because there's games that are solved, like Mario World Ace. That probably can't get faster, but Mario 1 is solved and it can be solved, and then like Mario 64, that's a game that's never going to be solved probably.
It's
I
gonna take
mean,
a very long
Yeah,
time.
unless they can scattershot the whole run.
Yeah,
And even
I
that's
love
probably not
Scattershot.
always
It's so
perfect.
cool.
That's sick. I like that.
Unless,
that
like,
program.
I mean, no, I just can't see it. I can't see Mario 64 ever being solved.
I still believe that
I
there
don't
are
know.
gonna be new
Maybe
discoveries.
maybe
like,
certain
going forward.
stars, like
There's no way
Mhm.
we found every speedrun trick or like
no,
like at all. There's no way. I refuse to believe that.
yeah,
There's got to be more. I think carpetless was like the tip of the iceberg. I think. Like
yeah,
finding a RTA viable strat.
yeah, and now it's just downhill from here, and now strats are just gonna get harder and harder and harder after carpetless
Yep.
until a
No,
new player can't get good without like carpetless or something.
that's gonna suck. Oh god.
Yeah.
They got
Carpetless
some
is so
time before
hard.
that
It's
happens.
Yeah.
It is extremely hard.
I tried to learn carpetless. I cannot do it.
What's
I remember doing carpetless and getting the second glitchy wall kick and then messing it up and then never got it again.
Ain't no way.
Like I got so close to
Mhm.
getting it and then I don't know what I did and I messed it up and fell down and then I tried it again for like another hour and I never got it again.
dude?
It was bad.
You know what trick I see? I've gotten carpetless once, but you know what trick I've never been able to do that I've tried so many times? I can't get flagpole glitch in Mario 1.
Mm,
That's so different.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
so different, sure, but like it
Isn't there,
looks
like, a
so much
setup?
easier.
It's like I think there's a setup.
Like
There's like multiple setups.
if
for it.
GTAce plays Mario
Yeah.
1 right now, 1-1, there's like 9 in 10 chance I bet he gets flagpole glitch.
maybe not 9 and 10, but
4 and 5.
100%.
if I like loaded up a save state, I'd probably get it in like a few tries.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
It's all about like subpixels and stuff.
Yeah, super
I've been able to
difficult.
get is it called bullet bill glitch?
Yeah.
That's a form of
one's-
it.
Like it is. What's nice about that is it's usually the first like glitch you learn that isn't like, just the wall jump or the wrong warps or whatever. Like the first hard trick, I'd say.
Yeah.
And it's all it is 1 frame perfect jump and you win a 50-50. So it's not too bad.
A
That's crazy.
50-50.
It's RNG?
Yeah.
What is
Well,
an RNG? It's a video game.
not really, but
Yeah.
Mario 1 checks for enemy collision every other frame,
Yeah.
and you need to like skip over a frame
I was
to
gonna
be
mention
low enough to
that.
grab it.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna mention that like earlier, like how it's so silly that SMB1 does that, and I've seen instances of that, especially with Hammer Bros, where people in like 8-3 and like they'll run through a hammer bro at one point, but then another point they'll just die to the next one because of the way it works. It's so silly.
I think my favorite, I'm not sure if it's lost levels or main game, but you like jump through a fire bar.
Yeah,
is that-
fire bar skip.
Is that
Yeah.
8-4?
I don't think it's 8-4.
You can do it in lost levels in 6-4 and D4.
D4.
But yeah,
There's so many worlds in that game. Oh my god.
Yeah. If
Don't you need to
1-1
beat it, like,
in
8
lost
times
levels,
for 100%.
on the FDS version, you have to beat it 8 times to unlock the letter levels. Yeah,
Ain't no
and then you hold A and
way.
push start on the title screen.
is that how the speedrun
Yeah.
works? You have to run through it 8 times.
No,
Thank God.
because since it's an FDS game, it can save progress, so it actually saves how many times you beat the game.
Okay.
So you once you have the select, you can just hold A and start at any time and just start from there.
Oh
Oh
wow.
my god.
So
Oh yeah, Super went. Remember when Joker died because his Koopa Shell kick went through a hammer, bro? Yeah, I do remember that. This
Yeah,
was
that
during the
happens
Cup
a
Series.
lot.
That was during Cup
I
Series.
forgot about that. I was
Yeah.
That's some bullshit, man. Who
Actually-
made this fucking game?
I personally don't know why that happens, but it's super common. Like most of the time, if you kick a shell, it will go through the hammer brother.
Most
Could it
of
be
the
like
time.
a sprite thing? Like maybe the sprite wasn't fully loaded or something. was
I
broken?
personally just don't know why it happens
Hmm.
because I'm so used to just jumping over them.
That's fair.
So-
Right, yeah.
I don't even
he's,
think
he's
about
too
it.
good. He's too good
He's
for those
too
silly
good at it.
mistakes.
Yeah. I hate RNG manip in video games. Like, isn't there a way to RNG manip the Hammer Bros in 8.3 so that they have a specific
Something like that?
I guess order?
Essentially, RNG manip the whole game because of the frame rule system.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you're starting on the same levels on the same frame every
Yeah.
time, and all of the patterns change on a frame basis. So
Yeah.
if you arrive on the same frame every time, you'll get the same pattern every time.
Oh, something with I know something with Hammer Bros, and I don't know if this is Lost Levels exclusive, but apparently if you like wait near them too long, they'll just start running towards you while chucking
Oh yeah, no,
hammers.
that's a thing in both games.
It's
Yeah.
so funny. They're just like, all right, we're tired of this, and just start
Yeah.
running towards you.
Dude.
It takes like 20 to 30 seconds. Like you have to wait a good while, and then yeah, they'll start chasing you down. Really
That's got to
funny.
be the
But
scariest thing.
luckily, if you want a little tips and tricks here, if you go to the very left side of the screen, you actually can't get hit by hammers if you're on the very left side of the screen. And then so if they approach you,
Interesting.
you can then
Left
just kind of
side.
jump on them, as long as they don't like jump
Yes,
into you
the
or
left
something.
side. Okay.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. Who made this fucking game?
I'm so sorry.
I
I,
think
should
it's
have made
funny.
a better game.
Exactly, Swag.
That's why.
I didn't know you were.
should have just made
I didn't know
a better
you were
game.
Shigeru Miyamoto. You can't spell swag without like some letters.
Shigeru Miyamoto.
Without S.
There's no
Miyamoto.
W in Shigeru Miyamoto.
Not yet.
What the fuck do you mean not yet?
What does this mean?
There are
Oh
so
my God.
many category
Oh, yeah, it's
extensions.
easy.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We don't talk
There's a
about
few.
your we don't talk about your Mario incident, cheesy. We don't talk about that.
Oh
That's
my
fine.
god. The
The 45-minute any percent.
45-minute 80%.
For console series any percent.
Yeah, bro was molding. It was.
What
it
is the
was- it was
Beat 5-4
terrible.
category?
What?
Oh, that
Five,
one's
four?
great. You know.
Why?
What is that?
Man, I wonder what you have to do.
Um,
Can you explain what you have to do?
yeah.
GTAce?
I can explain why it exists because yeah, it just sounds
Please.
stupid without it. But you can actually you know the minus world glitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go in the middle pipe, it takes you to world 5,
Mhm.
and
Oh, that's kind of cool.
that was never useful in any category. So they just made Beat 5-4 so you could do it in a run. But
That's
funnily
cool.
enough, it's actually faster to do that now in the one warp category. Like the one warp you do, doing 1-2 to 5-1 is the optimal warp for one
That's-
warp.
no
So
That's
way.
really funny.
it ended up being useful anyway.
There
Yeah.
you go.
There's
But I think I've held the most world records in Beat 5-4. So if you go to the history page,
Goat.
you'll see my
I'm
name
going
a
to the
lot.
Yeah, go to the
page.
wait, Joker. Go to the history page.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
You'll just see a
One-
lot of me, even though
1,
I hate that
2,
category. I think it's
3,
dumb.
4, 5.
I can see why.
The second is
I
Roy
think I had a
LT.
couple. I think I had a couple tied world records as well, but So those wouldn't show up on the thing because it's easy. That's a category that's so short it's easy to tie.
Right. Yeah. What?
So I probably
is
had like
the-
7 or 8 world records.
I think 1-1 is Fire Mario is a pretty fun category, honestly.
That's a good like beginner category, just something to try out the game.
It's kind of
Put
funny how
anything on.
busted Fire Flower is in SMB1.
Here's a
It's such an
controversial
insane power.
opinion. I think for warpless, you shouldn't be allowed to use in-level warps.
Wait, say it again.
What?
Oh,
Like you shouldn't be allowed to use the
Well-
warp from the start of 1-1 to the end in warpless.
welcome
What's up,
back,
hype?
Twin Galaxies. Nice to see you again.
Like it's
That's literally
that was the
old
rules.
warpless world records don't do the warp in 1-1 because Twin Galaxies banned it.
Bro.
That is
Yeah.
a real piece of history
That's
right there.
interesting.
But then, like, a lot of levels have just mandatory warps. So, like,
that is
Oh,
true.
that's true.
where do you call it? So,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
one going from 1-1 to 1-2 or 4-1
Or-
to
well,
4-1.
even just in
entering-
level, like anytime you're coming out of a underground or water stage, and then like
Yeah.
8-4, you have to take pipes, like
You
All
do,
right.
where
yeah.
it loops forever. So,
All right.
like, where do you draw the
GTAce.
line, I guess,
You've
or-
single-handedly changed my mind, GTAce.
In a way.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank
I,
you.
I can't have that Twin Galaxies mindset. We need to get that out of here.
Yeah, yeah. What if you just popped off on me instead? You're just like, shut the fuck up!
Are you kidding me right now?
Are you fucking
Not
serious?
again! Not again!
I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm not the one to like raise my voice.
No, you're really chill.
Very chill.
What's your favorite category extension for Mario Bros?
Oh god, I don't even know anymore. It's actually been a while since I've like put serious time into a category extension. But I was one of the first people to really start grinding them to be more optimal. It was me and Royalty, and then Nipsey came along and did everything. But before that, it was
Wha-
all me for a little bit there.
Why is it 11 times any percent instead of 10?
Because that's the most amount of times you can beat any percent in an hour.
Oh.
Oh.
And then 11 times warpless is just a
They
copy.
just- yeah,
it's
they
just
just-
11
Just
times.
copy, they
But...
They just copy pasted, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's a.
It would have
that
been made
seems
more
fun.
sense to do like 3x warpless, but I don't think the category extensions, most of them were made years ago, and
Yeah.
they were just having fun. Like
10
even before my
lives.
time, really. Yeah, a lot of the categories were made before my time. There's only like a few more recent ones, like Crash and Anti-Pacifist, and
Anti-pat. Just
Stuff
says
like
kill every enemy.
Just kill everything.
yeah, no, that because there was a pacifist run, which is actually a pretty cool run. But yeah, they made anti-pacifist, which I think is the dumbest category you can run on the boards
Yeah.
because the rules are just so like weird because of how some enemies killing the I don't know. It's just weird.
Like respawn timers for enemies and stuff. Is that what you're talking about? Like killing them doesn't.
Oh no, like if you go for an example, if you go to a warp zone, the 3 pipes have plants in them, and then they
Oh, they
despawn when it
despawn.
loads like the warp zone.
Yeah.
But you have to like clip your way in and then kill them
You
before
have
you
to
load the
kill
warp
them.
zone. You have to do that.
It
Oh,
runs
and then, like-
invalid if you don't do that.
Bro.
Certain enemies that like spinies don't count because you can't like kill them or like or I don't know.
Goofy category.
That category's weird.
You can't
Goofy-
kill
Goofy
Spinies.
category.
Wait, wouldn't you
Like-
just wait for a spiny to get dropped and then just kill it that way?
I
Like
I honestly don't know if the
So
rule.
weird.
I know like in theory or like cheaps in 8-4. I know they don't count
Oh yeah, because they
because
infinitely
they just
spawn, right?
randomly get. I don't know. It's
Hmm.
it's goofy odd category.
Oh, okay. You can't kill it as in it is constantly respawning. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I just meant more like they don't count because they randomly spawn and it would be too hard or something. I don't know. It's
Right.
weird.
It
Yeah.
sounds like a really
IMO
stupid category.
goofy category.
It is a
Don't know why
goofy
it's there,
category.
but I'm not gonna like get out the pitchforks
Yeah.
over it.
Fair.
Blindfolded must be so difficult. There are
Yeah,
no
what's
audio
crazy is the
cues
record-
at all.
The record's like 15 seconds off the any percent
It's
more
five
record.
minutes 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's
Well,
5 minutes 10 seconds.
guess, like,
that's
At a mastery level, I don't because like yeah, there's no audio cues, but I'm sure like you can. I guess the one audio cue would just be the game's music, and
That's
the fact
true.
that like all lag and
Yeah,
frame drops are equal, right?
yeah. So yeah, I don't know really how blindfolded works. I know it's a lot of beat counting using the music
Yeah,
as cues and everything, but
and I would
and then
assume
you
that
you really need the fire flower so you can kill everything, and then that also provides kind of an audio cue shooting fire.
yeah,
Like the original strat would be you use the fireballs like you would stop and shoot around you to kind of see where like the level stuff is.
yeah. Like
So
Yeah.
if
you could kind of get like
have you heard like the bonk noise, you know you'd be on like a pipe or a
yeah,
wall. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. And then you can kind of figure out where you are. Like I was already impressed by like 10-minute, 12-minute times, and
that's
now it's just like
amazing.
15 seconds off the
Yeah.
actual site record.
Crazy.
What
Yeah,
what
like
do
It's so
you
wild.
and
what
I would assume that like any frame drops or lag is just consistent, right, throughout the game.
Yeah, you're not gonna get lag
Yeah,
really in any percent
nice.
ever.
That's
Not that I can't think of any instance where that would
I think
happen.
in
The only one is you can get a
4.2
frame of lag and blibble glitch, but blindfolded ain't doing that,
yeah, not
so
doing that. Yeah,
it's all
I
fine.
really want to see blindfolded bullet bill glitch.
People
Uh,
have like blindfolded FPG and everything, but you're not going to do that in a full run or anything.
yeah,
yeah,
it doesn't
no.
seem very viable.
You just save state a bunch of times, and eventually you'll muscle memory the inputs, given
Yeah.
like hundreds of tries,
Yeah.
probably. So
What do you think makes Mario such an appealing speed game? Like as in the Mario series,
oh, the full Mario series.
That's a
or
really
just
good
Mario
question.
1, however you want to answer.
Um, I'll start with the full series. I think just ease of accessibility and having like the old games have nostalgia. I mean, all the Mario games usually are pretty good.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and they're so popular that most people have played them. So they're an easy like, oh, I played
Most.
that Mario game. Let's
Yeah.
try running it. And then Mario 1 is like just really easy to get into.
Yeah.
Like the any percent run, less than 10 minutes probably. Not too much to learn when you're starting out. Like
Yeah.
it's just a super easy to get into run, kind of like 16 star, except maybe even easier just because it's shorter and
Mhm.
more
There's a lot
accessible.
less tricks as well.
Less tricks. Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah.
like literally for the any percent run. If you're just starting out, you don't have to do a single glitch or anything if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Like it's
You
not that
just
big a
go.
deal.
I also
You can just go.
I kind of want to answer this question as well. I also believe that it's because Mario's a platformer, and generally platformers are
Mhm.
really good when it comes to speedruns. But also, the fact that Mario's worlds are very vibrant and colorful, like seeing all these like
Yeah, Mario
different
1 is so
environments.
vibrant and colorful.
Yeah, of course. No, but like I feel like even in Mario 1, they did a pretty good job with the limited
No,
palette they
it
have.
is
You know?
good.
Yeah,
It's
with
just
the
Yeah.
nothing compared to
however many
modern
Oh,
colors
of
they
Mario.
course,
have.
yeah. But it's like the fact that the worlds like you feel there's like an attraction to it. Like you just feel attracted to the worlds because of how colorful and saturated they are, and there's a lot
Yeah.
of cool things to see. Even if you're seeing the same stuff every time you reset, it never really gets as boring as like any other series, I think. I think that's why Mario is such a like good game to come back to speedrun.
I don't get bored watching any Mario run.
Me
Not
neither.
that I can think of anyway. All of them are so unique too. Like
Yeah.
even if like Mario 1 versus Mario 2 and Mario 3, even Lost Levels in Mario 1
That's
are
true.
very different. And they're
Yeah.
literally the same
It's
game.
the same game. Yeah, literally. That's crazy.
I will say there is only
Like visually.
one Mario game I get a little bored watching.
Here we go.
Mario Galaxy 2 specifically.
Yep.
Why two?
Ew.
Too specifically.
2 is better than freaking 1 visually. Like, from a viewer.
I-
This is coming from
What?
that's coming from the biggest Galaxy fan there is. Galaxy 1 fan there is. Dude.
Yeah, Swag loves Galaxy 1. I like Galaxy 1 fine. I could watch a Galaxy 1 run like all the way through. But I don't know. It's something about Galaxy 2 that I just
Maybe it's the levels. I don't know.
I get there's a lot
Maybe.
of downtime.
that's
and
true. There's
stuff.
a lot of downtime.
But I don't know. The Galaxy games have always been sick to me, like abusing the gravity. And
Oh, it's so
everything.
cool.
Yeah.
Like,
It has
again,
amazing
every Mario
tricks.
game has something. It's so
It's-
good. Like even though it's
awesome.
just long jump simulator, like it's got some
Yeah.
it's some other stuff
It's
too.
kind of funny that like a lot
It's
of
got
people
some cool
say
long
that,
jumps.
but no one talks about how
Yeah.
DS is more of a long jump simulator than Galaxy. Like
Galaxy.
64 DS,
Yeah.
you long jump so
That's
much
because
more.
just no one talks about 64 DS.
That's also
period.
true.
general.
That's the sentence.
Yeah. Is it safe to assume, GTAce, that Mario 1 is your favorite Mario game?
Probably not. I
No.
mean,
What would be
it's
your
probably
favorite
the game I
Mario
have the
game?
most nostalgia for. It's probably the first game I ever played. It's definitely the first game I ever beat in my life. So,
Same.
and now it's done the most for me. I can say that, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't know what my favorite game would be in the Mario series. I mean, Galaxy has a huge nostalgia thing for me as well.
Yeah.
And I just absolutely adore Galaxy. And then, but Odyssey was really, really good.
Odyssey
Yeah.
So,
was
I don't
really
know.
good.
I'm bad at choosing favorites. I can
It's
usually
hard
just
when it
like
comes
name a
to
few games that I'm a huge
Yeah.
fan of.
when it comes to Mario,
But
it's
it's hard
kind
to
of
like
hard
list them.
because all the
Yeah.
games are bangers, you know.
Platformers have
yeah.
taken like sort of a backseat to the rest of gaming recently, but like it's obvious
Until
people
Astrobot came in
yeah,
and one game of the year.
people
I appreciate
obviously
that.
still
Platformers are
want
back.
them. Astrobot just one game of the year.
I appreciate that
Yeah.
They're so
Astrobot
bad.
won. I'm gonna be really honest. I'm so glad it won because platformers can win the stuff. You know, we haven't seen
Yeah.
a platformer win in a while, and it's like
When was the
I
last
I
platformer that won? I'm gonna look
I
it up.
love the fact that they mentioned Super Mario Bros. Like they mentioned they're like,
Crazy. I
the
forgot
inspiration.
about that.
Yeah, if the like the team behind it or whatever, they were talking about saying that like, you know, most of the companies had inspiration from Nintendo, and they were like, I remember opening Super Mario Bros. The first time and
Mhm.
playing it and loving it, and they were saying like most of the stuff like Astrobot took that inspiration. So I thought that's really cool, like that they actually
Yeah,
recognize
I do
Would
remember
you
that.
consider
the
It
root.
Takes Two a platformer?
I don't see why not.
All right, then technically the last platformer to win before Astrobot was It Takes Two, but
Okay,
let me look before that
I guess
because
it would be
it's
more of a
listed
puzzle
as
than a
an action
platformer,
That one
adventure
but
game of the
game.
year.
It
Oh,
Takes Two won Game of the Year in 2021. Honestly,
for
I was
real?
really hoping for Balatro to
Impressive.
win
I
this
didn't know
year.
Yeah, no,
it won
I get
quite a
it.
bit of
I
things though. It's
it
kind of
it
cool.
it won best debut indie game and best indie game, and I think it also won like
Mhm.
best sound design, which is like sound
It won like
design.
3 things, which is super impressive. I
Yeah,
love that.
I'm pretty sure.
I love
I
Balatro.
think Balatro won more awards than Elden Ring this year.
Did it? Elden Ring win anything?
I don't know.
I
No,
didn't hear anything.
I mean, it is just DLC. Like
Yeah,
Elden Ring already won everything.
I
that's
was
true.
I
They
was
don't need
pretty
to win
pissed
again.
off that it was nominated for Game of the Year when it's not a new game. It was DLC to Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a big
Yeah,
expansion pack, don't
like
get me wrong, but
they almost need like a category for something, or that could be considered like ongoing or whatever those
Best ongoing
categories
DLC
are.
or
But
something.
yeah,
the problem is I just think that there's not enough DLCs that release every year to count as
yeah, that's why it can't be like
yeah.
exclusive, like
Also,
best DLC of the year or whatever.
DLC is this kind of a blurry line between DLC and free update they forgot to add to the game. Like this, that line's getting more blurry.
So
Uh,
before
Yeah, I get that.
2014, the Game Awards was the Spike Video Game Awards, and a except for It Takes Two and Astrobot, combining Spike and the Game Awards, a platformer has never won except for It Takes Two and
I'm
Astrobot.
glad. I'm glad that they're starting to though, because like I don't know, I feel like platformers are getting they're like phasing them out for like. And don't get me wrong, then like RPGs and racers and shooters, like yeah, there's some really good ones, but
I'm pretty sure
I don't
Odyssey
know.
was nominated in 2017, but then Breath of the Wild won.
I think it's
Shocking.
I think that's still
Yeah.
I think that's still a worse win. Breath of the Wild's still good. I think
Yeah.
they're both really good games.
Are you
though.
a big Zelda fan, GTAce?
I have like really never played a Zelda game.
Really?
I have played Zelda in like the NES champion or World Championship NES edition game.
Oh,
Like
Mm.
Zelda 1 and 2 are in that game.
Yeah.
I need to get
And
that.
then
That's really
I
fun.
played like an
It's fun.
hour of Breath of the Wild. I beat the plateau or whatever and never played it again.
Yeah.
That's my entire Zelda history
I played
right
like
there.
most games. I think my favorite memory was playing Triforce Heroes in
Mm,
middle school with my 2 other friends, and we would mess with
yeah.
each other in that game. That and Four Swords. Those are like the best
Yeah.
multiplayer Zeldas. Those are so fun.
Yeah. I think.
I'll get there someday into Zelda,
Are you a big
but not yet.
Nintendo guy or are you just a big Mario guy?
Mostly Mario. I haven't really dabbled with all of Nintendo's IPs, but
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I
fair.
mean, I'm definitely a fan of plenty
Yeah.
of other Nintendo
I
games.
feel like
I think Kirby's like my other franchise that I really like in Nintendo. I think that's like my second favorite. Kirby's really fun.
feels like everyone who likes video games, their favorite series are Mario and something else. Like it's
Yeah.
some guy I talked to a while ago was like, yeah, my favorite game series are Mario and Call of Duty. Games have nothing to do with each
like-
other.
It's
I
like
mean,
Mario.
mine are probably Mario and Grand Theft Auto. So
It's like
Right.
Mario's the juggernaut of a series. It makes sense. Like, it's like crazy.
One could say that Odyssey
Mhm.
is the Grand Theft Auto of the Mario series.
What do you
who's
mean
saying
by
that?
that?
Five of it? You mean like
I don't
GTA
know.
5 of the Mario series?
I guess
that even
so.
mean?
They have New Donk City.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow. Really? That's crazy.
and just like Liberty City, damn, they are the same.
Wait, you're so right, GTAce. Thank you for
I'm just
agreeing with
I
realizing
think it's
that-
cooking. Hold on.
Wait, is Odyssey like the first game to have like a city? No, 3D
No.
World, technically.
What?
Technically 3D World. Yeah.
3D World.
Like first like Mario 3D game. Right?
3D World had a city?
Yeah. In World 4, there's a level called Spike's Lost City.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
I
I
do not
like in terms of like city, like akin
In
to
terms of,
real
like,
life
New
city.
York City, like type things.
I mean,
I
I
think
guess one
Odyssey is
could
the-
say
the only
the hub world in Sunshine, kinda.
No, that's not really a city though. That's
I think
More
it's
of
more
a-
city than I think that's more city than the
3D World.
3D World one.
Yeah, but I wouldn't consider
The
that a
city in
game.
what Dry World? The town.
Oh, I guess
That's
so.
just a town, bro.
That's just a town
Yeah.
though. But that's kind of what Delfino is. It's pretty much a
If
town.
you want to
that's
play
not a
that
city.
game, one could say the castles in Mario 1 are like cities.
Yeah, like technically speaking, yeah. If we're gonna call that a town, then yeah, Sunshine's Delfino is a town, not a city. I don't
Delfino
think it's a city.
Plaza. It's a plaza
Yeah,
in Hawaii or wherever it
I
is.
guess I guess it's just Odyssey then, if we're not counting 3D World.
I don't know. Mario is they don't need to be akin to real life. That's the thing with video games is that they're not real life.
I don't know why people were trying to make it seem
It-
so
dude,
realistic.
yeah.
So sad.
Games look like the few games that were revealed last night, like Intergalactic, the new Naughty Dog
It's
game.
hyper realistic.
It's if you just showed that to me and told me that this was recorded on a camcorder, I'd be like, okay. Kind of looks like it, I guess.
Like,
Maybe a
I'm not
glossy
saying those
filter, but
graphics-
still.
Don't get me wrong. Those graphics are visually amazing, and I'm glad that games can get to that point. But like, why? What's the
It's
point?
supposed to be an escape, is it not?
Like, why? I don't know. I think
mean,
like
we're not
games.
flying through space in real life to that
I
extent.
am.
At least not. At
It's
least
like-
not in a Porsche or
I
whatever
am.
their product placement was in that game.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Like, I feel like games that look super realistic like that they kind of push me away. I don't really like. I like the games that actually look cartoony and like, like stuff like that.
I want
that's- Kind of what they've.
I want
feel
like a Mario game where the entire game looks like Luncheon Kingdom. I love Luncheon Kingdom specifically.
I want a 2D Mario game that's like that where the sprites are hand drawn. That'd be amazing.
Mm.
Oh, that would be
That'd be
fun. Like
so cool.
Cuphead. Like Cuphead style
exactly,
art.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would be super fun. I think I'd like to see
Wonder
more
was a
2D
step
Mario
in the right
stuff. Yeah,
direction.
what
That
did you
was
think of
super
Wonder?
Unique. Oh my god, I love Wonder.
Yeah.
Did
It
you
just
ever think
felt
about
it
Internet
was
Wonder?
it was new Super Mario Brothers. You know, it was new. They
Yeah.
didn't just do the same fucking thing for the 10th time. It
Yeah.
was great.
I do like
For
that
once.
they kept New Soup's like move set. Cause don't get me wrong, people can say that sucked. I personally love
Newest
New
Mario
Soup's.
Bros.
I like New Soup's moveset. Like having the twirl and the ground pound and stuff. I love that moveset. The wall kicks.
Yeah.
That's just such a good 2D Mario
Wonder played
moveset.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved Wonder. I
That was like my
hate the
one
whole thing.
experience with 2D Mario speedrunning, or just 2D speedrunning in general. Actually, no, I guess
just
I played
hate.
Celeste, but
It's just
yeah, just
crazy
2D
how
Mario.
like I remember getting shit about this when I talked about this in the co-op server, co-op DX server. But I was saying that like Wonder is like it was great for like the first like month or so, and then like everything just kind of went silent.
It really fell off in the speedrunning scene
Yeah.
very quickly.
And I got shit about
It's
that in the
weird
co-op.
because it's great.
I got shit about it in the co-op DX server. Like as soon as I said that, somebody got on their high horse, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just a
there's
matter
a
of
there's a
opinion, but
there's a few reasons that Wonder fell off, and
I love Wonder though.
we've
Not a bad
stated
game.
we've stated it in quite a few podcasts, so I won't go over them again. But I think the main reason that a lot of people didn't start doing Wonder when it came out was because there were people who already had the game for a week.
Yeah, people. There
The
were some
people who
that,
pirated
like,
it.
Yeah, some people were already like doing runs of it, so it kind of turned some people
Yeah.
down from speedrunning it since strats were already being made before the game came out.
And like
That-
yes, technically after a week, then everyone would be at the same skill level, kinda, but it's still cringe as fuck.
I think my concern with it wasn't even that. I don't even care about the whole pirating it a week before the game release. I think the main thing for me is that like the fact that we didn't have a 2D Mario game for 10 years, and then we got a port of New Soup U, and then Mario Maker 2 on Switch, and then we got Wonder, and it's like that was great, but like we've had so much 2D, we haven't had a 3D game, so it was just like
That's
we're like,
true.
oh
We've
yeah,
had more 2D on the Switch than 3D of Mario,
yeah, like we have 3D All Stars, 3D World, and Odyssey.
or I guess of
5
of
the
new
6
new
games.
in terms of new things, I guess.
Yeah.
Because then if you want to count 64 as two separate games on All Stars and on the Nintendo 64 online, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope they do. I don't want to say I hope they do a sequel of Wonder because then I don't want them to do like two more after that, like with
Yeah, no,
New
'cause
Soup.
it'll just become another New Soup situation. We don't want that, to be
I,
honest.
I I
Like,
agree with you. I'd like them to do hand drawn animation.
that'd be fun. I would love to see something like that. Yeah, like I don't think Wonder is inherently a bad game at all. I enjoy it, but for some reason I can't come back to it. Like I've 100%ed it like twice, and for some reason I just can't do it a third time.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's so weird.
What did you think
I guess
of?
it's the same for most games though, because Mario RPG is kind of like that for me, and then PTYD. I've been wanting to come back to those games, but I just can't for some reason.
I love Mario
Weird.
RPG. What did you think of Chris Pratt as Mario GTAce?
Oh yeah, for the Mario
I
movie.
I really didn't. I don't really care who they chose for
Yeah.
VAs. I just
I
didn't care at all.
thought it
I
was
was
going
still
to
gonna.
be.
I was still gonna watch the movie. Like we
Real.
all were. Let's not
Yeah.
kid ourselves.
Yeah.
Who
Facts. I was
cares?
gonna watch the movie regardless. I did
Yeah.
not care who the
Mm.
voice actor was.
I thought it was going.
Exactly.
I thought it was going to be like a poor performance, but I'd still like the movie. But it actually, I didn't really mind it at all.
Oh, it was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
The one thing about
Yeah.
the movie that I kind of wish was better was the pacing. They kind of went through things too fast. There were certain things that
TikTok ass movie.
They weren't. There were certain.
I mean,
things
it is for little baby
Bro got
children.
that
bored.
is
so-
true.
He
I
needed
just,
Second
man,
Sting.
I don't know. I just wish that like. I don't
If
know.
they don't keep up the pace, they'd have to put like their subway surfers in the corner.
That's
Like
true.
you gotta keep
You're
it going.
right. You're right.
I don't know. I don't know. I know it's for like for kids or whatever, but I just wish that like I don't know. There was
Yeah.
some lore that was explained more, but I guess kids wouldn't understand it, so it's understandable.
There's
that-
plenty enough fan service where that's all I really focused
Yeah.
on. So I didn't really care
fan
about the
service
pacing.
is sick. I can't even lie. Like
I'm kind of
There's some-
glad they didn't do like the traditional Mario voice for the whole movie.
Yeah,
I
I know.
think
I feel like people would have.
That would have gotten old fast.
People
let's
would have
be
gotten
real.
sick of
Very
it.
fast.
But I do like that they made Charles voice Mario's dad. I love that.
Yeah.
That was like such a cool thing that they did.
Was it
And
Mario's dad?
yeah, he
Yeah.
was Mario's dad.
Yeah.
Mario's dad is
Yeah.
voiced by Charles.
The final words of the movie are Charles going, "These are my boys," and literally,
Yeah.
"These are my boys."
And I think that was the last time he like. Yeah, that wasn't the last time he voiced Mario.
The
but
last like official.
last
This is the
time
last
he voiced-
official voice acting session he had for
Yeah.
any Mario.
It was
thing.
Mario's dad, and then there was that one dude that sounded like Mario but wasn't
Yeah.
Mario.
That was all.
like,
He
it
was.
was
That
like
was
Pac-Man.
also voiced by Charles Martinet.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Charles.
That's
too.
that's
He was
that's
supposed
who
to,
I was thinking about.
he was supposed to look like Jumpman. I think that was like the whole like
Yeah.
thing. His whole outfit was that he looked like a carpenter and stuff.
And what do you think of Kevin Afghani as Mario? Because he was in Wonder, and I think he was also Mario Party Jamboree now.
Yeah, he's in Jamboree.
I still need to get that game. That game is very good.
Same.
I need to get it as well.
Yeah.
We should.
I
play
don't
it,
really
so-
pay attention to voice acting. I just
That's
hear
fair.
Yahoo and I'm like, it's Mario.
Oh my goodness,
I-
I know that game.
I wasn't so sure about his voice at first, but he's gotten a lot better.
I think his Luigi voice is really good.
Luigi voice is I like
And
his
then
voice.
we have stuff like the Marten video.
Oh
It's like,
God, no!
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no.
Mario time.
Stop!
Yeah. And like he's a great voice actor. And I think his Mario voice has gotten better actually, because you can hear it in Jamboree that he's actually like worked on it a bit. But it was kind of rough for me to get used to.
I will say
Wonder.
though, with the inclusion of Kevin voicing, I think he voices all 4 of the
He
plumbers,
does.
actually. And
I don't know about Waluigi, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it's Waluigi.
It'd be
as
weird
well.
for him to voice Mario, Luigi, and Wario, but not Waluigi.
I'm pretty sure he voiced all 4, but
Yeah.
I might be wrong. But Daisy has a new voice actor as well. She got a new voice actor in Wonder. I think her name's like Giselle something. I can't remember.
Mhm.
And the fact that there was a completely different team working on Wonder, like a younger team working on Mario Wonder,
It's
that
true.
that's such a good sign for
The
games going
team,
forward.
the average age of the team was younger, but the director from New Soup to Wonder was the same.
Yeah.
So what changed?
I mean, younger. I mean, the average age being
yeah.
younger. That means
The
better
ideation
ideas.
phase, having
Yeah.
younger ideas.
Like even looking at the game's beta, like the videos of like the game's beta and stuff, you can tell that they had a lot of crazy ideas. Like, so it makes me wonder what they're gonna do for Mario, like for any 3D Mario that comes next.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited for that.
All right, GTAce, here's a very important question for you. Okay, this will decide if Needle actually likes you or not.
That is just not. I don't.
Not
think
not
GTAce
not the, it's not the
cares.
question you think it'll be. I'm asking that one later. But
I
here's
don't
a
think
different
GTAce
question.
Cares very much, but sure.
Daisy or Peach?
I really
If you had to
I
pick
don't
one.
know. I don't really care. The only thing is like Mario Kart games. I remember Daisy was so annoying,
Everybody thinks that. Everyone.
and
thinks Daisy's annoying.
that's all I can say.
And it's only because of one line too, and it
So,
sucks because Daisy's such a cool character.
What you're telling me is you hate Daisy with every fiber of your being, and you say Peach.
No, that's Oddme.
Yes, that's exactly what I said.
No, that's
word for
Oddme.
word.
Oddme
for
hates
word.
Daisy.
That's bar for bar what he said.
Mm.
And then the
GTAce.
actual question that we ask every podcast.
Oh.
You're aware of the
Is-
the 3D Mario 602, right?
Of course.
Okay. And you know the 4 games that are part of it? Of course. So we ask this to every person who comes on the podcast, and usually they're multi-Mario runners, but you're the first person that I'm like, I don't know what he'll say. So, of the 4 games in the 602, which one is your favorite?
So boring.
Well, the only one out of the 4 I've ran is 64.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
Yes, but like
So,
in not in terms of
by
speedrunning, just in
default.
terms of like everything, would like casual, art style, whatever.
Well, I'd have a different answer for everything. I don't think I could give like an overall answer.
No.
Like my favorite casually, at least like through nostalgia, is like the Galaxy games, but I love 64 as a speed game. And then I'm sure Sunshine's a great speed run, but I despise Sunshine.
hard
as a
to
He's
get
just
into.
like me. He's just like
It's
me.
hard to get into. I
Joker,
think
you've
it's
never
just-
played Sunshine.
You've
I
never played
have.
Sunshine.
I've played. I've not
Right,
I
never.
have
Not
beaten
never.
Sunshine.
I have
I'm allowed
played
to
it.
say this.
Yeah, Joker has not.
How many shines you got,
played-
bro? Like 3?
I
Like,
got
like,
I got
whoa.
30 like 3 years ago.
Well, you're missing some shines, Bucko. You're
All right.
missing, like,
So
50.
you think your answer, if I were to tally you, would be 64?
I guess in this instance, since we're talking about a speed run, yeah.
All right,
64?
sure,
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
602 is a speed run, so I'm gonna go with that.
Let's go. The
I love
tally.
speedrunning 64. It
Tally
just
is
feels
now
so good.
4 to 5
If
to
you
3
had
to
to
2.
pick up a new Mario game, what would you pick up? Like, what would be your first bet?
New.
Like, not
Oh,
like I
gosh.
guess like a new for you, just like
Yeah,
Any
not
modern-
not
that
like
you haven't-
modern, but one that you haven't played.
Yeah.
Or
Game that you
haven't
haven't
run.
run
Okay.
before.
Well, it's hard because I've like at least tried out most games as a run that I would have been interested in.
Yeah, he's done a
Um,
lot of them on his profile, I see. Or most of the classic ones, at least.
Yeah, I've done most of the.
You've done
classic
an
ones.
Odyssey run.
I have done one Odyssey run. I did a 12-hour challenge. That was the result.
Mm.
So.
Yeah, you got a 143.
So good. I mean, that was my first run ever. So.
You also
not
have
too
a
bad.
trivia murder party run with summoning salt.
Now that's truly where I peaked right there.
That was the pinnacle of his speedrunning career.
What's funny is we just did that. Like it was just like
It was just out of
Salt's
nowhere.
Twitch mods or whatever years ago, and we just did it as a joke. And then Salt decided, you know what? I'm gonna submit Trivia Murder Party as a game to SRC. It got accepted, and now it's like a whole other people have like control of the boards now and
Yeah.
just do whatever they want. But
I can't.
it was all just a
understand.
giant meme the
Yeah.
whole time. So
I
don't
can't
know.
understand how people speedrun Jackbox games.
How does that even work?
Yeah,
It's so crazy.
I don't know.
The category for
I mean,
trivia murder party
we
is
just
death.
we just did a giant meme, and I guess people ran with it later. I haven't really kept track of everything since. But
Yeah, GTA's been
yeah,
keeping
that was just
tabs.
that was
the
just a
whole time.
one-time funny thing.
Yeah, but back to the question. Sorry, I kind of got us off track.
Yeah, I'm
if you were to pick
still
up
thinking
a Mario
because-
game,
Gosh. I really don't know. If I was gonna pick up like a new game, it'd just be something I tried, but I put more effort into it. Is like the real answer. Now I don't know if there's something I haven't touched at all that I would just know for a fact I want to do.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. It's hard because I'm so like Mario one pilled that's like all
Right.
I
Yeah.
do is
That's
those kind of
fair, yeah.
games.
I
Have
got
you
an
tried
answer.
Wonder?
I have not tried Wonder. I guess if I was gonna choose one, it might be that, but
Gotcha.
I don't know how much the speed run itself interests me to learn.
Yeah.
Either.
It's
Are you-
also
are
like
you-
pretty
Really not.
long.
I'm not a big fan. If I were to even try Wonder, I wouldn't do any percent. I'm not a big fan of having to like switch characters
Yeah,
to
you
skip
do like
levels
the
and do all royal seeds.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
R's
I like
for,
all
for
They call
the
it something else now.
OGs. R's.
Yeah. When ours was the original 80% before it
Yeah.
got changed.
OGs run R's.
I like Aurora Seeds. It's a bit long, but I like it over. Right. I know like the tricks are like the skips are pretty like simple to do, but
Yeah,
I
they're-
can't even do it anymore because my game's updated. So it's not like I would, even if I wanted to do 80%.
I'm pretty
I
sure
couldn't.
mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I hate about the Switch. You can't revert at all. Like on Wii U, you at least had some semblance of being able to revert your game, but you can't revert at all on Switch.
The only game that you can technically do it with is Odyssey, and that's just for the Odyssey downgrader for Odyssey Online. That's like the only time you can do that.
Fuck the Odyssey downgrader. That made me get banned on my first Switch.
That's crazy how that got you banned. I don't even know how.
It's
you
a
managed
game
that.
that I own. Odyssey is a game that I own. I haven't pirated it. I swear. I promise you I haven't pirated Odyssey. But I was using the
haven't
Odyssey
either.
downgrader and I used it like 5 times because it never worked each time. And after the 5th time, my Switch got banned for piracy.
Yeah, that's
No
crazy because
way.
I've never had that issue, and I've used Odyssey downgrader many times to play Odyssey Online with Nintendo. So there's, I don't know what
I've always been
happened.
too scared to
Mod
To
it.
do
try.
any homebrew mod whatever because my Switch I bought like super early. I know it's a like
Same.
hackable Switch,
Yeah.
but I'm just too scared to do it. You know, if the Switch 2 comes out
Then you'll
and I
probably
can
do
move
it.
everything there and like I don't sell the old Switch or something, I guess then I don't care, but I don't know.
Like I haven't
It's
gotten
weird.
banned, and neither has Day, but it's because like they usually check for if you're like if they usually check for like say if you're cheating in an online game or like if they detect piracy, which is wild that it detected it on Joker's because again I did the same thing
'Cause
Joker
I
did
didn't
and I
commit
haven't gotten banned.
piracy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's weird.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
too
understand
scared to
it
do
being
it.
like separate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't real-
totally
I
get
don't-
that.
I'm too scared to like jailbreak like current gen consoles.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's my thing.
I'm not
Like I don't care about
self-reporting. What are you talking about? Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, no, like I don't care about older consoles, but yeah, anything
yeah.
current gen, I'm just too scared because that's what they would care about, and it's like,
So like a Wii
and I don't really
U,
like pirate games anyway. It would just be for like other things,
like mods.
like certain software or whatever. Yeah.
So
So I
like a
don't know.
Wii
Yeah.
U, you would if you had the reason to.
Oh, I sold my Wii U. I don't care about my Wii U at all. I got rid of that.
You
thing
were one of
very
the 4
quickly,
people
but
who owned a Wii U.
I did own a Wii U. Yeah. Before,
The
I
other
bought it
3
like
are in call right now.
2016. Before
Yeah, literally.
I had a Wii U, I bought it in like 2016.
They're all
Worst
here.
mistake of my life. Unfortunate.
The worst
Um,
mistake? Jeez. It's not that bad.
Yeah, but there was no word about the Switch yet, so
That's
how was
true.
I to know? But
It's-
yeah,
it's
I
kinda-
sold it years ago. I just didn't have a need for it anymore. Once like they had 3D World and Mario Maker and everything, like
Yeah, once they had
there's
that on
no
Switch, I
games
was like, there's no
exclusive
reason
to
have
the
it
Wii
anymore.
U that I care about at all.
Yeah,
They're all
fair.
on Switch.
there's no reason to have it anymore, unless you're like a speedrunner.
It's
and you do,
kind of
like, World
crazy
Mario.
that like what was it at the start
Zombie
in like
Maker.
May or April, I think, was when they said that the
Nintendo.
successor to the Switch, or the Switch 2, would be announced by the end of the fiscal year, and the fiscal year ends in March. So we're less
Yeah.
than 3 months or less away
We're
from
getting
a Switch 2 announcement.
We're getting close, chat.
Yeah. I wonder what they'll do because every
He
time they've
wonders-
released a new console,
I'm out.
every time they released a new console, it's been like something different.
I don't
Like,
think they're doing
Nintendo's
anything
known for
different this
doing
time.
something unique. But yeah, like, are they just gonna do the same thing but have better hardware for the first time?
I think
Like,
so.
I
gotta
would
be
hope so,
some-
because the Switch was good. There's no reason to change it.
And
True.
I'm
this is
pretty
not-
sure
I'm
we've
just
already
curious, that's
we've
all.
already confirmed that old Joy-Cons will work with the Switch 2.
that is pretty cool.
Oh, have they said that?
I think so. And I think patents that
Okay,
were
so-
proven to be true have shown that.
and will they just call it Switch 2? You know, like, what are they gonna do here?
The Switch
Yeah, I wonder what
Plus.
they're gonna call it. The Switch Plus is crazy.
Switch Deluxe.
The
Switch
Switch
Plus.
Deluxe. The Switch Remastered.
Finally. New Switch U Deluxe.
New Switch.
And Knuckles.
As what Thunder said, Nintendo changed.
That was me, dog.
Change.
Is that you?
My joke has been
Dude.
stolen.
No, it's not your joke anymore.
Nah.
Yeah,
Son
it was still
of
your
a-
joke.
I thought
Now you
that
can.
I thought that YouTube accidentally leaked it when they were doing like a survey as like the Switch attach or something.
Oh yeah, it was Switch Attach.
Christ.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome, guys.
I don't even.
I would.
like,
I
what would that even
definitely-
mean?
I would-
Would that mean like you can just pull the Joy-Con off directly, or
I mean, that could be just like a code word to
maybe? Hear me out. What if it can play DS games by putting the cartridge in the top?
I'd be sold immediately. Like,
It's
I
just
can't
an
believe
it's
DS
just a
games aren't
glorified
on the
emulator.
I have a 3DS and I, hacked the hell out of it.
Me too.
I
Yeah.
don't need the Switch
Pretty
to
much
do it.
every
no.
console
Like,
I own
the
is
three-
modded, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
so
the
bad.
new 3DS is like actually a goated system.
I
New 3DS.
All
I
the
like-
DS,
I like-
all the 3DS, eye
like new-
tracking for 3D, so you don't have to like
that's
only thing is
Yeah.
last time they decided to do a
you
sequel.
can turn it off.
Last time they decided to do a sequel console, which was the Wii U to the Wii, it flopped hard. So I'm really
Yeah.
hoping the Switch 2 does well.
yeah.
Yeah, there's
seems
the
to be
thing that like since the SNES or something, it was like or I don't remember what it was, but maybe starting
N-
from GameCube where it was like bad, the Wii was
Yeah.
good, Wii U was bad, Switch
Yeah,
was good.
exactly.
Yeah,
Oh
and
no,
64
Switch 2.
N64 was
to GameCube.
technically a flop. It didn't sell that well because of the PS1.
Yeah, I was gonna
both
say,
flop, yeah, both
you gotta, like,
64
start
and
from GameCube.
flopped.
So starting at GameCube, it's bad, good, and then
yeah. Which is funny because the GameCube isn't bad. It just didn't sell good.
yeah, the GameCube's not bad
Same
at all.
thing with Wii U and the N64. Those things just did not sell well compared to the competitors.
Did the SNES sell that well compared to the NES?
I don't know. I think so though. I think they both sold like very well, but I don't know the numbers.
Let's see here.
it's
But I
fair
mean,
that
the SNES is incredible.
It's
Yeah.
fair that the newer
kinda
consoles,
crazy.
though, like past SNES, were not doing well because they were kind of getting
Okay,
into
it
3D
wasn't.
stuff.
It wasn't that much of a fall
So,
off.
It kind of makes sense
Yeah,
that like that stuff would fail. Like I could see why the 3D
The
consoles
NES,
are failing.
the NES sold 61.91 million, and the SNES sold 49.1 million.
So pretty.
yeah, no,
good.
that's perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
not much of a
And I think a
problem.
lot of it was people didn't want, if they had an NES, they didn't want a SNES because back then they were like, well, why can't it play my NES games?
Yeah.
Why do I need, or no, it was, why can't my NES play the SNES games? They didn't understand yet.
They didn't understand
That's
that
what
they
it
were
was.
completely different cartridges. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they just didn't know how
I
like
wonder if
new
they're
hardware works yet.
Viability, Skull emoji.
what I think will happen is sort of the new 3DS thing. And I've said this on a few podcasts, but I think they'll make games for the Switch or release games for the Switch, but they'll have games that are exclusively for the new Switch because it has better hardware capabilities.
That probably
So
makes sense. Yeah.
they'll have like, oh wow, look at this Mario game. It's only on the new one because it has fucking PS5 level graphics and Mario has abs, but
For real?
Okay.
No?
Word.
Hold
Word.
on, hold on,
Hold
hold
on.
on. Where?
I wasn't sold at first, but
All right, now I'm getting the Switch too. Are you kidding me? On launch.
but
I have heard they're thinking of like magnetic Joy-Cons. They just kind of, you don't have to like slide them in. They just kind of, I guess
I feel like that would
attach.
be
Now I get the
There
name.
you go.
There you
it
go.
is.
I feel
No,
like
I
that would
get
be
it.
so annoying though, because like, what if you're just holding it like this, and then suddenly your hand moves a little weird, and you just twist it off, and now you drop
I
it.
don't know.
breaks-
This,
it
this is
breaks your
just what I've
entire
heard.
hand.
I'm not saying this is the way to go.
No, you are the CEO of Nintendo.
What?
Is that true?
I don't know about that.
He is
All right,
Doug.
where's my bag then? Why am I?
Wait, you're right. Why are you in the basement,
What the heck?
Yeah, what the hell?
bro?
Where's your like Superman?
I also wonder if they're gonna count it as, because I'm looking at the list of best-selling game consoles, and the Switch is third, just under the DS by
Yeah,
8
wow.
million. So are they going to count it as the Switch, the new one? Because they're counting the OLED as just the Switch.
Well,
Well, the
that's
OLED
because-
is just the Switch.
I'm gonna say that's just
Yeah, no, what is it? Same hardware, just better screen, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
much.
And
Yeah.
a slightly bigger screen at that. And then I think it has like
Yeah,
just barely better graphical card. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, but I think they're really going to have like maybe not PS5 level graphics, but if the Switch is like what, Xbox 360 level at this point, then probably Xbox One.
Nintendo's never been the best when it comes to
Nintendo's
graphics.
never
Nobody
kept up
cares.
with.
Nope. Nobody cares, to be honest. They have
Yeah.
good games.
As long as it's Mario. As long as Mario's on my screen, that's all I care about.
With abs?
Nah,
Yeah,
just normal Mario.
Oh no.
Oh, never mind. But
Who's buying the PS5 Pro? Nobody. There's
dude,
no one.
what if the Switch, they announced the Switch 2, they're like, all right, we
$800 for a
thought
paperweight, man?
we
Oh,
thought that this was an amazing price for what we're making for you guys. $1,200.
Bro.
Dude, $800 for a paperweight is insanity. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, it's
Oh.
700, and it's like slightly better. No, actually, I didn't even like it better. I think it was slightly worse graphics.
It is. I was saying 800 because people are gonna buy it because apparently the disc drive doesn't come with it. So
What?
you have to buy the disc drive separately. Yes, that's the whole.
$700 in my console doesn't come with a disc drive?
Yeah, it's
Exactly!
crazy.
Dude, it's so stupid. Oh,
The Switch
It's
2 doesn't
wild.
come with a disc with a cartridge
That's why
slot.
that's why I'm spending $800 because I'm like the whole disc drive thing is like $70 plus tax or something.
Oh my
It's
God.
wild. It's so stupid.
Can you imagine if the Switch 2 doesn't come with a cartridge slot?
Dude, don't
It's
even say
digital
that, 'cause I
only.
swear to God. Digital only.
Yeah, they're doing, Nintendo's going full cloud gaming on us.
Bro.
What's your
Um,
what's your opinion on cloud gaming, GTA's?
I don't really care.
Don't have
I
an
wouldn't
opinion much.
personally want to do that though. I guess
I feel like it's such a nuisance.
I don't want to
have
rely on a connection.
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
I'd rather just the game be on my hardware.
Yeah, it's also like if
That's fair.
they decide to shut down whatever server is holding those games, you can't play them anymore because
Like
you
Yeah,
don't
Stadia.
own
they're lost.
you can buy a subscription to play those games, but that won't matter if their servers. They just randomly decided to
Yeah.
shut those servers down.
There was a guy.
If I buy a
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if I buy a game, I want to own it. Like, I even buy a lot of
Yeah.
games digitally, so if they ever like take me having access away from me, I'm
Yeah.
gonna just pirate it then.
I'll say it as much
So,
as I
like,
need to. If buying a game is not owning it, then piracy is not stealing.
True.
That's crazy. Like, I shouldn't, like if I'm paying 60, 70, 80 bucks, however much a game is, for a game that I technically don't even own, what the hell's the point of buying it then?
And it really
Like-
seems like
Mhm.
companies like
Yeah.
EA are trying to. I think eventually they're gonna try to make you pay like a monthly fee
Yeah, no.
to own a game,
Absolutely not.
And-
Are you
Hell no.
kidding me?
dude.
Like, I get Game Passes or whatever.
Like, that
because then you have
guy
access to, like,
Who
a
was
bunch of stuff,
announcing
but
the Game of the Year nominees last night? He was spitting fire about like
that guy was based as hell.
yeah, seriously about prioritizing the team or prioritizing the game, and then the revenue will follow. Like,
Yeah.
these fucking studios don't get it. And then Elon just announced an AI game studio.
Yeah. Come on, man.
What?
AI. What's the whole point? Are we just not gonna make things anymore with the heart? Like, the whole point of making stuff like that is that you do it from the heart. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's so many good
Would
games out there.
TaskBot be considered an AI? No, because he just repeats what he's told. Never mind.
Yeah. It's
Well,
not- it's-
actually, I bet if you showed or like developed an AI to play Mario, but then you fed it like the top 1,000 Mario 1 runs, do you think it would
I
be
think
the
there was
best
actually-
player?
It was actually something that I saw. I don't remember what channel it was, but they did that for Mario 64, where they
Really?
fed a bunch of things to an AI. And the thing is, there's a difference between AI and TAS. AI learns
Yeah.
stuff, but AI has a limit. It can't really go past a certain thing. Like,
TAS
there's
is all
stuff-
human input still.
Yeah,
They just
but AI
it's like player piano. Someone wrote the music, but it's
Yeah.
just not a human playing it back.
like AI can only go but so far. It can't just like go crazy. Like it'll do like yeah, it might do better than a human, but it really depends on what it's
Yeah.
fed and like what it can learn. Like
Someone
but it
someone built a Smash Bros AI for Melee, and it's not like perfect yet. And obviously there's been like 20XX. There's been Smash bots before, but they made it so this one has human reaction speed. And there's only one top 10 player that it hasn't beaten, and that's Zane. It hasn't beaten Zane, but it's beaten every other
Ultimate-
top 10 Melee player.
interestingly enough, Ultimate also has it's like AI computer players. It also they actually make it so that it adapts to your play style.
Amiibos?
No. Like the actual computers, not the amiibos.
Oh, okay.
They actually it got to a point where they actually
a
had to
point.
nerf it. Shut up.
Wow.
It got to a point where they actually had to nerf it from the first update. Like on the first ever update Smash Ultimate had.
I remember
had to nerf
that.
it.
They had to nerf like the CPU battle against the
It was-
new fighters.
There's a clip of someone just getting murdered by a Jigglypuff, and it was
Dude,
like a
I remember
computer
that.
player. It was crazy, but
So
yeah,
fun.
Smash Ultimate uses that. But like, obviously, if you know that they do that, then you can play around that, and like after a while, they can't really advance anymore. So,
Are you a big Smash guy, GTAce?
Really, and I've never gotten into like the competitive scene of all of that. The games are plenty fine. Like, I have a lot of fond memories of Brawl back when I had my Wii, and
Were you following
even-
like the character reveals?
no, I didn't know any about that back then. I followed the character reveals for Ultimate. That was like the first time I kind of got into it.
those reveals are
But-
so hype, man. Oh my
Yeah, no, I remember like popping the hell off for Banjo, even though like,
Dude,
Yeah.
I haven't really played Banjo games. I just knew how like
People were
huge
so-
this
yeah.
was.
You can always
So
tell
it's just like,
something I noticed that you could always tell who knew about Banjo Kazooie, like who knew about the N64 era and who didn't, just by knowing like how late or early their reaction was to the character.
Like
yeah,
the
if it was the
Jiggy.
Jiggy or if it was
Dude,
later,
as
yeah.
soon as I saw that Jiggy, dude, I was popping off. I was like, "There's no way."
I remember my reaction, and I know it was I didn't figure it out at the Jiggy because I like missed it, Like I didn't put
Ah,
together what just flew across the screen. I wasn't looking at it. And it was like I think it was the silhouette or something. Like the first instance
Yeah.
of like it, I was just like, there's no way.
I
Dude.
lost my mind when I saw that Jiggy bounce across
What was
across the screen.
what was a bigger event though? Banjo getting in Smash or Sora getting in Smash?
Sora,
Sora.
probably.
Sora?
Because people have wanted
I think
Sora
the
for
impact of
a
that
long
is
time.
larger just because of who
Disney.
owns the rights to that kind of property.
And
Yeah.
it's the fact that people asked for Sora for actually a long time.
I saw
So
a
it's
Sora amiibo at GameStop the other day, and I saw it had like the Mickey Mouse keychain on the key, and I was like, "There's no way Disney's not making some kind of royalty off of this."
No, they're definitely making some bank off of that. There's no way they're not.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo has to pay like
Um,
$5 per one of these sold. I bet.
Bro.
Wasn't Sora the winner of their little ballot they did back in like the
Yes,
Smash 4 days?
Sora was.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that's the whole
They
reason
lied to
he was
us.
put in.
Smash 4 did have that. Yeah.
They lied
Mhm.
to us because they said during the Bayonetta reveal for Smash 4 that Bayonetta was the #1 requested worldwide. And they lied.
It
Oh.
wasn't.
And she wasn't.
Yeah,
It was
see.
Sora.
Well,
maybe
I
it's-
guess
I can see
better
why
late
they
than
didn't
never.
That's true.
add him though. I can see why they didn't add him though, because I'm
Yeah.
sure at the time they just could not like.
Yeah. But if there's another
Yeah,
Smash
Sora
game,
was
there's
not
no
getting
way.
in Smash 4.
Yeah, there just wasn't even like a possibility at that point.
If there's another
Yeah.
Smash game, there's no way that he's getting in. There's no way
It's
he's
kind of the
returning.
same reason why it took forever. Like, why do you think Gino and Mallow have only appeared in the RPG games? They
Because
have
of
not
Rareware.
appeared. They appeared in. I think Gino appeared in Superstar Saga as a cameo, and that was the last time we saw those two characters
I
was
need
in
more
Superstar
Gino. I need more
Until-
Gino.
until RPG got re-released on Switch as a remake. So yeah, I could see that. Like Square Enix being like, yeah, no, these are our characters.
Yeah. Man, I need more Gino. Fuck
More
Rareware.
Gino. What do you mean?
How would they do?
I don't
They
know.
do.
Didn't they help make Mario RPG?
Rare?
Not
Yeah.
rare.
Not Rare?
No.
It was Square Enix.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
that
was
was Square
Squeenix.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean that they
Squeenix.
technically own Gino and Mallow?
No, Mallow. Yeah, that's why I said what I said.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That was the point of the
Square
comment.
Enix also made Life is Strange. Fun fact.
No, you're
Um,
you're thinking of Rare. You're thinking of like Donkey Kong.
I'm
like
thinking
that
of Donkey
series.
Kong 64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And,
why.
and
If
Country.
you notice that actually, I guess we could talk on that. That's why
That
they,
was the Banjo thing. That's why
yeah,
Banjo
that's why
was huge,
Banjo got
because
cut
it's
from
Rare,
Nintendo.
and Rare is owned by Microsoft. So that was why that was a big
It was Banjo. I think it was like Banjo and another character. Banjo and Conker. They got cut from the DS version of Diddy Kong Racing, and they got replaced with Dixie and another character. I can't remember the other character, but yeah.
Well,
they got-
Microsoft and Nintendo ever since then have been all buddy, trying to
Yeah.
like do cross-platform
Yeah.
stuff. But Sony is still like, no way. But that is just about all the time we have, GTAce. Thank you so much for coming on. But we have one more question for you. Two more questions for you, actually. But first
Two
one.
more. What?
What's next for GTAce?
Oh, we're finally talking about speedrunning again?
We're just a gaming podcast.
Fair enough. I was just like, I didn't know how this would work, so that's on me for not being prepared.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I woke up from
You
a
don't
nap
need
like
to.
right before this. I was like, oh shit, that's today.
It was still,
Like,
it
the
was still fun. It was
The
still
whole
fun.
thing
This
about
is the
the
fun
whole
one.
thing about the podcast is not. It's like the main focus for a lot of the episodes are speedrunning, but we can realistically talk about anything. Like it doesn't have to be a specific thing. Like if you feel like talking about
Yeah.
something else, like we
Yeah.
usually just do that.
We love just
Gotcha.
having
All right.
conversations with anyone that comes on.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. So what's next? I've been playing Lost Levels a lot recently. I need some more records. It's been a while, so
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna try and fix
Isn't it?
that.
We're in a drought.
Yeah, I've
Are we-
only had like 180. I need to hit 200. Haven't had enough.
Are we gonna see a
Bro.
GTAce Lost Levels any % world record grind?
Any percent? No.
Oh, okay.
But there are other categories.
Joker only knows any percent for any game apparently. Oh my god.
Bro, my
Yeah.
bad. Okay, I got him confused with someone else.
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah.
still haven't
See,
figured out
I've
who.
had the record
Nipsey.
in everything except any percent in Mario 1. I have to get the record in everything
Even
except
web.
any percent in 2J. Because I'm almost there.
Mm.
Yeah, I've had like almost half of the 2J records. So I need to get the other half minus any percent.
Hell yeah. All right, and then
Even though the categories I'm grinding are ones I've already had, but we'll get there.
Right. Well, why not at that point?
What's the next question, Joker Factor?
Just anything you'd like to plug before we go off?
Plugging. Well, I have my own podcast.
Ah,
so
yes,
there's
Speedrunner
that.
Spotlight. Go watch
Yeah,
Speedrunner
Sunday
Spotlight.
Speedrunner Spotlight. Every week, new guest. I'm almost at 100. Plenty of content.
Hell yeah.
Can I be the 100th? No, I'm not gonna ask you to do
No.
that.
I have my 100th set already.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
It's
Hell yeah.
gonna be yeah.
it's gonna
it'll
be.
make sense.
He almost told us.
No,
No spoilers.
I'll say it'll make sense.
It's the
Like-
first 100-year-old speedrunner.
Bro.
Clone of himself.
Yeah,
It's just GTAce. GTAce is.
my thing about my podcast is I don't repeat guests.
Yeah.
Like it'll always be someone new. And episode 0 was me, so I can't do me.
Oh.
again.
Are you throwing
no.
shade at us?
What? No,
Uh-huh.
this is just. I started my
What are you
podcast
talking
before
about?
you, and this was a rule
It was
I
You're
had.
right, you're right.
What are you
it was-
talking
yeah, it was
about?
so much before.
But hey, if you have
I
if
would-
you have 3 weeks, you have no clue who to get. You got 3 people. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on GTAce. It's been a pleasure having you. We'd love to have you back on eventually. But just as a reminder to everyone watching on YouTube, in the description you can join the Discord and watch these episodes about 5 days before they come out usually. My name's Joker. That's Needle. That's Swag. GTAce. Again, thank you so much. You're the goat. And yeah,
Thank you.
we'll see you all later. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Subscribe or else. Subscribe or else. Subscribe or else.
Subscribe. Bye.